when I'm getting married to you, we talk about the possibility of a divorce, and they can literally take you to prison.
Who's that?
You don't know Sweet Guluva?
Huh?
You're replaceable. And the entire time at this concert, these guys are like hovering over us.
I'm a typical Zulu man. Eh?
I mean, you are.
You proved it to us that you are a typical Zulu man.
I was just sharing ideology. Guys.
Ideology.
Ideology.
Yes.
But I do understand where you're coming from.
Yes.
I understand.
Are you also Zulu?
No, I'm not Zulu. I'm Sotho.
You're Sotho.
Yeah,
Just purely Sotho.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. I haven't heard anything bad about Sotho men.
Yeah, we're the good guys of the game.
Good men. I like it.
Zulu men aren't good men.
Zulu men.
They're the worst ones.
You reckon?
Zulu men, no. No, they're not the worst. Xhosa then Zulu men.
Okay,
Xhosa men are the worst and then Zulu men.
Can I just explain what I was trying to say now that we're in a serious
Okay.
When I was saying about the polygamy, let's put polygamy aside. I think we've spoken about it in the podcast. So, with this thing of Uguti, me wanting a lot of kids, right?
Yeah.
It's not necessarily because of what, like I said, I'm the only child. How I perceive it, if let's say I get that one partner, then we're able to build and have maybe 3 kids to 4, and I have enough balance between boys and girls, I'm good. We're having a happy life. That's how I perceive love. But now, if it's a case of now, because I do believe in even a separation in marriages, we're living in the same house, you living your own life, I'm living my own life, but our kids will never be raised by another man. I don't believe in having bastard child. Yeah. That's the reason when I said I want to have kids with marry every woman that I have a kid with. So I wouldn't want to. I don't want
your children to be raised by another man. Yeah.
And also for my kids to be exposed to another man because they're chilling with their moms.
Okay.
So the only way I can control that is by
being married to the woman. So despite love, despite falling out of love, despite everything, you're going to stay married because of the kids.
Not because of the kids. Because if you're a person like me who's building a dynasty, not just trying to get rich, just building a dynasty. When you're building a dynasty, you have to get a person who is directly in tune with what is happening what is happening in community.
Okay.
The elite.
Okay.
You can't just marry a person ongayazi idea of
basically someone who has the same vision as you.
As me.
Okay.
But no, there's kids that are raised to be like that. Kids who are raised to be classist. They are raised to know how to table manners.
Yeah.
I need me a person who goes to when we're having dinner in my house, we're having dinner every night. I'm a very OCD person with life. I just like things to be done a certain way. I like order. I like just a person who has the same caliber of understanding etiquette. You know how to treat people. When we're at home, so I need a person who's able to embody that. Okay. I've had family members whereby my other grandpa was married from when I was, I don't know, even before I was born. So that nigga at some point, him and his wife weren't getting along, right? Because he had another kid on the side.
Yeah.
Kids on the side. So they were separated, but they didn't divorce. They stayed in the same yard, same house. It was nice, the fact that now they had, in my hometown and sister hometown, everybody has big yards, so they had like 3 houses. Yeah. So he was sleeping in one of the houses aside. But now, when they worked things out, they ended up going back to. Okay. That's what I'm saying in separation. So that we give each other space. We fight today. It's like what Unati said. If I'm getting married, when I do get married, I have to be at a good financial standing, so much so that at least we have 3 houses. 1 at my home, 2, 1 in one place, and then 1 another. So that if we, sometimes in relationship, you get to a point where fight, instead of arguing maybe once a week, now it's twice a week, 3 times a week, which leads now to instead of us, I want to divorce you, all those shit. let's take a break to Munyangale for a week just to be on holiday,
Joburg,
so
you're in
location.
Cape Town.
You get what I'm saying? And then they come back, or even going to our ancestral home, Emanguzi. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, what I was trying to elaborate. It's just that I'm not good with words.
Okay, now I get what you mean. I understand where you're coming from. I don't agree with you, but I understand you.
Yeah.
I hear you. No, obviously I have different opinion in
Opinions?
terms of, especially in terms of marriage and in terms of relationships.
What do you believe in, man?
I feel like
Monogamous.
your partner can't irritate you. I feel like if like in a sense of, especially if you're married, I believe in the typical movie type love. Like the typical.
You're a hopeless
but
romantic.
Yes.
a hopeless romantic, basically, yeah. Like, if I'm gonna get married to someone, that means I'm obsessed with this person. That means I want this person around me 24/7, and I just want to live the rest of my life. So I don't think there's any fight that would cause me to want to be separate from my partner. But that's just me and how I
But,
see things.
sorry,
Even
if
within
I may
marriage,
ask,
I
right?
don't think I'd be the type.
That's true, but imagine you're like 15 years in.
We could be 100 years in.
Yeah,
If I'm committing myself
Yeah.
to someone for the rest of my life, I'm committing fully. Because
Yeah,
it's not going to be a thing
that's
of.
real,
I like
that's
It's not
real.
going to be
I
a thing
like
of. When I'm getting married to you, we talk about the possibility of a divorce. It's not like that.
I don't want
or
that
a
divorce
possibility of
conversation also.
separation. Then let's not get married.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
But like,
Let's not get
okay.
married.
But like, how would you feel about a prenup?
No. I'm the
One full
type-
of my 50%.
Listen.
No, what are you
But
talking
that's the thing. If we're getting married, then we're both successful. So you can't really say my 50%.
But I
Do you
mean,
understand? If we're both, for example, if we're both at a point in life where we're making millions a year,
Okay.
then why not?
Okay, I get
okay,
that.
what's your
understand what I'm
point?
trying to say?
Are you a fool?
I'm like community of property, yeah,
Okay.
all the way.
So you're a
Be-
full on.
like I'm
sorry if I
saying-
may ask, right?
Yeah.
Because from what I'm gathering
Yeah.
right now is that you're a woman that, which is, okay, can I put it like this, right?
Okay.
With women, how I perceive women, before we go back to
Yeah.
the marriage thing. The only time I decide that I want to get in a relationship with a person, you're absolutely right. You fully commit to a person, right? But my thing is, let's not lie to each other. If you're getting into a long-term thing, it happens. But you see what you just said, you're fully committed in that relationship. And you're obviously going to now not cheat even.
Yeah.
It's not, when I say taking a break, going to another city for one day and coming back.
I fully understand
get
what
I'm
you
saying?
mean. Like, just
we
separate. Like,
love each other
take
so much.
take time to yourself.
Because look at
basically.
me, for instance, right? When I'm those people, if I'm mad at you, right?
Yeah.
Don't try to come talk to me for maybe a day until
Okay.
I calm down. Because
Okay.
if you're gonna come talk to me, the fight will get bigger. Because it's either I'm gonna just be ignorant, or I have very terrible communication skills. So that
Yeah.
I'm gonna be ignorant, or I'm gonna just bust on you and say a lot of things that I would regret.
Yeah.
So I'd rather prefer with just a day apart.
That's what I was saying. I understand your theory and where you are at, but I obviously am a different person and I function differently. Like I'm big on communication. I'm big on
Why
just
though?
like we have a problem now. We're going
have
to
to
sort the
address it.
problem now.
Yes.
So there's
no one
no
is
water
leaving.
under
No
the
one.
bridge.
I always say no
No.
one goes to bed angry at
I
the next
don't
person.
believe
Do you
in that
understand?
also. I don't
like,
believe in that.
I'm a
Yes.
very. We're gonna talk about it now. If it happens now, we're gonna talk about it now. I don't believe in waiting until we
Yeah.
calm down.
But listen. You see what you just said. I completely agree
Yeah.
with you, right? But still, I'm a very
No,
short-tempered person.
That's what I'm trying to say is that
Yeah.
we're all different and we all
No,
move
it
around and
doesn't-
function. But
I
you need
always
to find
wonder,
someone compatible to you and someone that thinks like you and someone that wants
I
the same
don't
thing
like
as
people.
you.
That's my thing. I don't like people who think like me, because now it won't work. I like a person who's gonna. You see what you just explained.
Yeah.
Or when you are typically focused on your person, you just
Yeah.
know that you're like in it, ride or die type shit. I want a person who's like that, but who's gonna be able to understand those little boundaries that I have with myself.
But
Because
again,
I'm a
you
work
must-
in progress.
you
That's what I
must
learned in therapy. You
Remember
have to, yes.
that relationships come with sacrifices. And if you're not willing to sacrifice parts of yourself for a relationship, you shouldn't be in it. Do you understand? So as much as you want your partner to understand that I'm this type of person, you must also be able to be like, okay, let me sacrifice some of the things that I do to understand where she's coming from, or to
Coming
meet her
from.
halfway. The same way
yeah.
she'd be willing to
That's true love.
sacrifice.
That's true
But you
love.
know
Yeah.
what? You see what you just explained right now? Hey, man, there's not a lot of women who still think like that. It's very
You know,
typical.
I think women are just. Let me talk for our generation.
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna say we've, because I don't want to like make
Exclude
myself,
yourself,
yeah.
yes.
We have this notion that we need to be nonchalant nowadays.
Yes.
Do you understand? Women are naturally nurturing people, naturally caring people.
But why
That's how a
imagine-
woman, like biologically, a woman is nurturing. You see when women have children, it's weird. But because this generation has idolized nonchalant and has idolized being a player and being a player and having multiple people, I always say the biggest downfalls of relationships is having the illusion of options. This generation, we're so focused on the fact that you're replaceable. There's so many men out there. There's so many women out there.
I don't like
So
that
it's like
idea, but
you do
I
whatever you want to
hate
do because
But
you know
there
that
is, yeah.
I can replace him or I can replace her.
But, sorry.
Okay.
Let me just make a typical example. I'm one of those people who are hopeless romantics also.
Okay.
Because I believe, and if I'm with a person,
Yeah.
let's be exclusive and
Yeah.
understand where before we even be, we're just kicking it. There should be a point where we have that discussion. Now we're exclusive, first
Yeah.
of all. And now with my parts, like relationships, right?
Yeah.
That's why it becomes, I wouldn't say an obsessive lover. If I fucks with you, I fucks with you. I
Yeah.
can't say I'm with the person and I don't fucks with them.
Yeah.
So I'm those people, I can't fake my love for
Yeah.
you. So sometimes it needs to be an understanding between two partners. And like you said, when
That-
you're sacrificing yourself, a part of yourself. I totally agree with that. And also, I'm a person who likes communicating with my partner. Thing is, why I say I always need to cool down, it comes off like yeah, titties. Yeah, understand. I'm those people who are watch. You know what do they say?
No.
I can go from 0 to 100 and then from 100 to 0 in less than 5 minutes.
Okay.
You get what I'm
Oh
saying?
Yeah.
shit, that's.
I don't know how it happens. It just happened. I could bless on you. But hey, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Mandla _Gamain Love on air in your ears. And make sure you stay tuned. It is a fried _up_fact on all social media platforms. We grow by Grandpa the Painkiller on YouTube. As you can see today in Peter Itimbalami, I'm here with
Konya the pectet, not nice, yo. I thought she was gonna go first, but
It's
like
okay, you can
know. Yeah, it's Konya the pectet, not nice. Let's go.
And Timelang on the mic this afternoon is myself, Umpondo Manyabuza Tatlanda in Slamawena Manzakona, but I formally go by Uogushwaga Fakute, and those that know and love me call me Wayana 012, Wayana Vito. I swear I'm gonna trademark this intro. I'm gonna trademark this intro.
You have to trademark it, bro. It's a crazy intro. And I was like, dang, you remember before I met you?
Yeah.
I think I once heard AV saying, hey, Ogusha's intro is the craziest. right?
Really? No,
Yeah.
yeah, he's the one person that always hypes
I'm
up my
like,
intro.
dang. And then now when I heard it, I'm like,
Yeah.
nah. He was not just chasing for nothing. He's chasing for something, man.
Yeah.
But like, what is happening today as we just got into a show? Sakwashana, we introduced a show, guys.
We got so deep for a moment there.
British.
Like we were like
got in
in
our
our
feelings.
topic and in our
Is
conversation.
it true that Thabo Mbeki got a vasectomy?
Oh,
What?
I don't know.
I'm just asking.
Does
'Cause,
he have kids?
Hey, man, I tried to find some information about
Yeah.
it, right? But like, there hasn't been so many information out there about it.
Are you
I'm
against
asking-
it?
Pardon?
Are you against
No,
vasectomies?
I'm just thinking because this other guy, we were on an Uber this other time, and he said Thabo Mbeki and Mgabe did vasectomy.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Because they don't got kids.
I mean,
I don't know whether
Not everyone wants kids.
Allegedly, guys, it's alleged. We heard from an
Okay.
Uber driver.
Yeah. No, but not
And when I went
everyone.
on- yes?
Not everyone wants kids, and that's okay.
Hey, but as
Yeah,
a
that's
guy, why
true.
would you waste your sperm?
Vasectomy is not.
It's like masturbating
true.
for nothing. Like,
Okay,
You're
but he doesn't
wasting-
want kids. And that's okay. Not everyone wants kids.
No wonder. I mean, he's doing us a favor.
In this
By not-
economy,
He's doing us a favor
Why?
by not
How?
bringing more people like
into the world. Fair.
Yeah.
We're overpopulated.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Besides, not even
Yeah.
into the world, people that are like him. Imagine already he's that type of person. Brutal. Boom, Mgabe. What type of person is Mgabe?
I mean, it's
He's not
it's
problematic.
not brutal, but it's just the way the West painted him as.
Yeah.
It's
But if you
brutal.
go like really look into his story, you can see like, yo, that guy was a wise guy, you know.
Yeah.
It's just that they begged him into a corner, and then you know, it was painted as this bad guy. And
Yeah.
He was blamed.
But I want us to touch on something, right?
Okay.
So this whole, you guys know who Sweet Guluva is, right?
Yes.
Who's that?
You don't know Sweet Guluva?
No.
Like you don't, you
Is it
haven't
a show?
had the motion on like social media. Sweet
Nah.
Guluva. You've never heard the name?
No. Is it a show?
You've never really?
No,
The past weekend, you've
Show
never heard
Guluva.
Sweet Guluva.
Sweet Guluva.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So he's a contestant that won Big Brother.
Okay.
But there was this whole, since I think it's been like 4 weeks now, everyone's being harassed, vote Sweet Guluva. And mind you, I didn't know who he was either.
You also
I
voted
didn't.
for him.
What?
Did you vote
I
for him?
voted because I was harassed into voting for him. But it was a whole thing. Even celebrities, there was people in comment section saying vote for Sweet Guluva.
Yo.
And my whole point is that if we could advocate like this for things that matter.
Bro.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? If the youth could advocate like this for things that actually matter in the economy. Apparently, they even raised 170,000. People donated 170,000 for someone who just won 2 million.
In SA.
They
donated.
They donate. Fans donated, and they raised
Yo,
170,000.
that's
And I'm like,
crazy.
if we could raise money for student debt, the way we raise money for a random
Mgabe
guy.
is
For
good
student
to
debt,
that
for entrepreneurs,
much.
for, you know, for young kids
I
who are
was
trying to
just
pursue something.
shocked. Yo, I was genuinely just shocked that we are capable of that.
Sweet Guluva.
Yeah.
Is it a guy or girl?
It's a
It is a
guy.
guy, Zulu
guy.
guy, and okay. I got another story about him.
Okay.
Apparently, the guy is from a very comfortable family. So much so when he went to, what do you call this? He went to when he won.
Yeah.
His family came out in an old Mercedes convoy.
No, he is Sweet. He's a Zulu man from the from KZN.
KwaZulu-Natal.
Yeah, and he is from a comfortable family. But remember, Big Brother's for anyone and everyone. It's not
Anyone,
really
yes,
for someone who's struggling or anything.
But
Yeah.
they don't. They hid it in his context. They hid it up. I went even on comment sections and people with the video there about him. People were like, we knew, but we were trying to hide it. I was so scared that people were actually gonna end up exposing the fact that he's from a wealthy family.
But I don't think that's a big issue.
Yeah,
really.
I also
Like, yo,
don't.
what?
I think he won
It's for all
because
South Africans,
of his
right?
character and just who he is.
Yeah.
It really doesn't. But he's a very humble man for someone who
Very
comes from a
comfortable family.
he's very humble.
Wait, so did you watch the whole thing?
I just watched the finale, and obviously I would see videos on social media of
updates and all.
him
I
and
only
like
bumped into him because
Yeah.
everybody had screamed. And I'm like, yo, what's going on?
on Sunday. Every
in his past,
yeah.
Where was he?
No,
was
they
the
were screaming
finale.
off the fact that Winnie.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's
Damn.
it.
They really like him.
Genuinely, like
I don't know. They
yeah,
really like this guy.
everyone, yeah. Even if you didn't watch Big Brother, I watched the finale, and I don't even watch the show, but the finale I watched it.
Who was hosting it?
It was
Smash Africa.
Smash Africa.
Let's
But
go.
people
There's
don't
too much energy, that
people
guy.
don't like his hosting style.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kinda like-
Like you saw what I did.
Yeah.
We are back on them. What's that show? What's the Friday show where they play music?
Friday.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Massive news.
Live Vamp.
Yeah. Aye. On Mzansi Magic every Friday at 6:30. At 9 to 11.
I was watching
don't know.
cartoons by then.
How? Not to go SAPC.
Mzansi
why?
Magic.
But okay, let me just do it. That nigga is like, and we about to announce the guy that won Big Brother 2024. Woo! ooh, like every time he's like, ooh.
Yeah, like
He's
he
like, "Oh,
overcompensates.
Who is
He
that? Who's that?
when
Yeah,
he's
even his voice,
presenting.
Who's that?
Smash Africa.
Smash Africa.
Oh,
Yeah,
The
when
guy
he
that-
presents,
yes,
he
was also-
overcompensates. Like he adds unnecessary background sounds.
Sounds.
He feels the need to be extra loud.
And we about to.
Yeah, he overcompensates.
Even the cinematics is outfit and style, but then we not so long ago there was a thing going around that the government is banning cannabis.
Why?
It's not going around. It's actually true.
No,
It
nah.
is, but then
For real?
No, can I
No, they can't-
clarify
can't do this to us.
your statements? They're not banning cannabis. They're
No,
banning
cannabis infused.
cannabis. So your space cookies, like cannabis infused products. Allegedly, the bill hasn't been passed, but they are looking into passing that bill.
For what reason though? It's not like people are dying from it.
They just say that there's cannabis
oversold or
infused
something.
products. There's no we use them for pleasure of consumption.
Yeah.
yeah, why
So,
wouldn't
like-
we use it for pleasure for
Same
consumption?
as Panado,
anyways?
like same as it's the same stuff.
Yeah.
And I
No.
saw, I'm trying to look for, I'm not just looking at my phone, I'm trying to look for this other tweet that or a post I saw on IG saying that they're actually in the process of revoking the what do you call this, the bill that they passed. You get what I'm saying? Because now.
It hasn't been passed yet.
Which
Yeah,
one?
I'm on that. They're
Yeah,
trying to, they're
yeah.
reconsidering.
Yeah,
but
they must
cannabis
reconsider.
industry takes a legal action against the health minister over the
Yeah.
ban of cannabis infused products in South Africa. South Africa's cannabis industry is preparing a legal action against the health minister Aaron Motsoaledi, Motsoaled, pronounce I. Pronounce Motsoaledi. Motsoaledi.
There
Nigga
you
said
go.
Motsoaledi following.
What the heck?
What did I say?
Typical Zulus.
No, actually, these days, Tabang, I'm not like this on a normal. Don't
I'm
lie.
judging you so hard.
No, that's
Like,
because I'm just
what?
today. It's
What's
like
on it?
boo.
Yeah.
It's like boo. And I'm not normally this guy. I try to, because I like Zulu. I don't like how
Yeah.
Zulu people think. So I normally deviate because I'm not Zulu. Mina ngubane no Kumed. Zulu is a surname. There's a Zulu kingdom. Mina come from the Ngubane kingdom, which is Egwamhlabe Lingana. So I'm not a Zulu. I'm a Ngubane.
Okay.
We speak. It's Tonga. She was correcting me when I spoke my Tonga. But guys, emango zikhulunywa isiTonga, like angazi ngesichaza njani. It's a Zulu, but it's not the proper Zulu. It has an infusion of Tonga,
Yeah.
but it's not Tonga and something like that. So I'm not like that. So the minister Aaron Motsoaledi, following his recent ban on cannabis-infused food and beverage product. It is announced on the 7th of March 2025 that the regulation prohibits the sale, importation, and manufacturing of foodstuff containing ingredients derived from cannabis sativa, including hemp seed oil and flour, I mean.
I think even if they ban it, South Africans were still going to use the products. Like they're still going to be sold, but they're going to be sold like obviously like underground, back door.
I mean, weed is not
Oh,
easy.
yeah,
It's
very
just,
good, yeah.
it's gonna be. You guys are gonna get. South Africans are very creative when it comes to things that are not allowed.
True.
Yeah.
True.
But what about the fact that the Cannabis Trade Association in Africa has criticized the ban as an unscientific and potentially harmful to the economy, expressing concerns over potential job losses and contradictions with the government efforts to develop the cannabis sector? Given the fact that the industry stakeholders they argue that the ban undermines South Africa's potential to lead cannabis production, which could boost agriculture and create employment opportunities. True that, because I have an
What?
I know a person who knows a person who knows a person that has a farm, a wine farm, but they have a cannabis greenhouse.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Cannabis, it's been scientifically proven that alcohol is more dangerous than cannabis.
Yeah.
Like, there's been so many, legally, there's been so many cases, like the Prince case, where it has been proven that alcohol has a worse effect on someone's body than cannabis. So
True.
I don't understand the movement of trying to ban cannabis, and they should just leave it alone.
And not even trying to regulate
they should
alcohol.
they should just leave it alone. Honestly.
Because I feel like, you see, with cannabis, it's not a drug. You can't say like something that we took from the ground,
The ground
and
is
we
a
didn't
drug,
process
yeah.
it anyhow.
Yeah.
Straight up, we roll it. It's
It's
something
not a drug.
else. You
It's
feel
not a
something
drug.
else.
It's a
Most
herb.
definitely.
It's
a
grown.
herb,
It's,
yes.
it's not like your cocaine or your
medici-
meth.
you see-
It's not the same.
We don't cook stuff there. We don't. We just straight from the ground into your lungs.
Yeah.
Easy.
But also, what I wanted to say is that and cannabis is not is illegal. The sale of cannabis is illegal in South Africa, right?
Yeah.
But
The what of cannabis?
The sale.
the sale
Selling, okay.
Yeah.
of cannabis is illegal, but smoking weed is legal.
So basically, legally, cannabis can only be smoked in your residential area and can only be smoked if it was grown by you.
But where do you
So
get it, though?
But
this
when
is-
you also listen, if the growth, back from grow, let me fact check that.
According to the so basically last year we did this case for an exam. So we did the Prince
Oh,
case.
you're a lawyer, okay?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Yeah, so we
didn't
did
know
this
that.
case for an exam, end of year exam. It's called the Prince case. Basically, a Rastafarian argued that cannabis was part of. So this was when cannabis was completely legal. So he argued that cannabis is part of his religion and therefore should be legalized. And there was this whole process. And the Prince case was the reason cannabis became illegal, became legal in South Africa. But under the regulations that it is grown in your residential area, so where you stay, you need to grow it yourself. And secondly, it needs to be smoked in your residential area. So it cannot be smoked outside your residential area, and it cannot be bought from someone else. So you need to grow it yourself. That's basically the only way you won't get in trouble for having cannabis. So if you smoke cannabis on campus, and they can literally take you to prison.
Really? Prison?
Yes.
Not even a warning or something?
No, it's
Like,
it's illegal to smoke it outside your residential area.
Dog.
And then they're gonna ask you, where did you get it? And if you can't prove that you grew it yourself,
So a lot of
then you can
people
also
I
be taken
know-
to.
Yo, wait.
Everyone's breaking the law, basically.
when you think about it, dog, we used to smoke at malls.
Whenever
fucking-
you smoke, and in fact, that
Did you used to smoke?
You
it
guys
as
used
well?
to
some
smoke.
niggas, I know some niggas
Oh,
that used
okay,
to smoke
okay.
at the mall, bro.
since you guys are not breaking any laws,
At least,
Hey,
eh?
you must
Any
stop
laws,
that, guys.
you must
what's-
stop.
You know what's funny, right?
What?
I just want to lighten the mood because yabo indaba zensango phela mina intanga ngiyithanda. I don't like I don't like people who smoke weed.
Okay.
And it doesn't align with who I am. But then it's time for story time, guys.
Story time.
okay.
Like I saw our girl Sammy just because our airtime is about to chime. I use the story time. It is a very provocative one. It is a very provocative one that man Namgi Bonin. Share a story about how you got lost at a mall and almost got kidnapped.
I can share a story time of how I almost got kidnapped.
Damn.
This past December, actually.
Wait,
But this was like, I don't even think it was kidnapping. It was a thing of, I don't know. But you know, this thing of when, okay, let me tell you guys what happened. So me and my best friend, we came to Cape Town for New Year, right? So me and my best friend were here in Cape Town for New Year. And I don't know if I should be telling the story. I don't know if I should be telling the story.
Nobody, you know, we only get 3 views, so nobody. will know.
Nah,
Gosh, my best friend's gonna have me for this. So me and my best friend, we came to Cape Town for New Year. So we came on the 28th of December.
Two of
And-
you?
Yes, just the two of us. And then we left on the 4th of January. So when we were here in Cape Town, so we were in Cape Town CBD, like camp-based areas.
Yeah.
So then we went out to have lunch this one time, and we were around Sea Point. And we were walking to go to the lunch spot, and this guy, a car pulls up next to us, right? And the guy comes out, but they were going wherever they were going. So it was two guys, and you can clearly tell these people they're old. So, but they're driving a nice car. Like I looked at the car and said, "Wow!" But I just admired the car, and me and my best friend kept walking. And we got inside the restaurant and we sat down. This guy came to us while we were sitting down in the restaurant. He was like, "Hi, how are you guys?" But he was so friendly, but like in a good way. Like he didn't give off any bad energy. You know, I'm an energy person, like I can tell. And he was like, "We saw you guys. You guys seem so cool." So me and my best friend are very, like when we're together, we're very social people. So we're just talking to him, and then the friend, the other guy, also comes in, and we just start talking. The four of us just start talking, and then we find out. Should I say the celebrity's name?
Yes.
Guys, this is a deep story. Like,
Say it.
We find out that these two guys are actually. Oh no, guys.
Say it. We'll say allegedly after. You'll say
these two
allegedly
guys
after.
are made. Okay, yes. So these two guys are managers.
But give me a hint.
No, these two guys are managers of extremely popular DJs, twin DJs. And that's all I'm giving you. These two guys are managers of extremely popular twin DJs
The ones that
have
went
been recently in the UK.
UK
That's
DJing
it.
in the streets.
Yes.
Okay,
So
okay.
these two guys are the managers of these popular DJs. So they tell us, we're managers of these
Managing,
guys.
yeah.
So we're like, I'm starstruck because wow. Okay.
Plus
And then
you also a DJ.
the birthday of these DJs was happening on the 4th. No, on the 3rd, right? It was these DJs' birthday and they were flying back to South Africa. So these guys are like, we're organizing a mansion party for these DJs. Like, do you guys want to pull through? You guys seem like such a vibe. Like, they were hyping us up. You guys seem like such a vibe. We're like, okay, cool.
Why
Like,
not?
we will still be in Cape Town on the 3rd. We don't mind. And he was like, yeah, it's a mansion party. They do it every year. I was like, cool. And we're obviously at this party, it's like invite only. So we knew it was going to be celebrities. I knew Uncle Waffles was coming. I knew celebrities, Robert Boy were coming.
Yeah.
So me and my best friend are hyped because, wow, we just hit the jackpot.
I mean,
Guys, when I tell you, we should have known it was too good to be true. So, so basically, on the 1st of January, the guy hits us up, one of the guys, the managers, and he's like, I have free. So, I don't know, should I call the event name?
yes.
So, there's an event called Pola, right? I don't know if you guys have heard of Pola
No,
before.
no.
It's I'm a piano event. So Pola was happening on the 1st, and this guy's like, listen, I have 2 extra tickets for you and your best friend. Pull through to Pola.
How can one have 2 extra
Because
tickets?
these people are like managers and organizers as well. So they were like, pull through to Pola. So we pull up to Pola, and the entire time at this concert, these guys are like hovering over us, me and my best friends, like they're there, and every time guys approach us, they'd come and like scare away guys, and we're like, this is weird because we're not
Yeah,
you guys just gave us tickets. Do you
Yes,
understand?
yes.
And then my best friend, that's when her gut feeling was like, something is up. Something is
Something
wrong with
is
these
wrong,
guys.
yeah.
We're aligned.
Turns out, okay, long story short, so we spent the entire night at Pola.
Yeah.
At the end of the night, there's these group of girls, right? They're crying. So me and my best friend go to them and like, are you guys okay? What's going on? And the girls are like, yes, there's these guys that brought us here and bought us tickets. They want us to leave with them now and go to a second location where it's a celebrity party. So at this point, it's not clicking, right? So we're like, oh, and these girls are like, these guys are making them feel very uncomfortable and they're being forced to go because the guys bought them tickets. So me and my friend are advising them, guys, don't go. It's not safe because why are they forcing you guys to go? And then as me and my best friend are about to leave the concert, the 2 guys come and they're like, listen, girls, we're going to second location. And then it only clicked that, listen, there's a group of us girls here that are here because of these 2 guys that they bought us tickets. And now they hired vans, like Mercedes Benz, you know,
Yes, yes,
the
yeah,
Mercedes Benz,
Viano.
to take us to this
V-Class
celebrity
fucking
party.
car.
So my best friend is busy asking, whose celebrity party is this? Like, we want names, right?
Yeah.
She's trying to be calm. I'm panicking because, like, what's going on? So the guy's like, no, we're going to second location. My best friend's like, no, we're not. He's like, we bought you guys tickets and you guys came, so we're going to second location.
Hey,
That's when I knew that
yo, they're
we are
demanding now.
about to be in some serious
Nenzen.
right? So now we're panicking because we can't run. We're literally inside a venue. We can't run because we need to run out. And these guys' cars are parked there. And there's other guys there as well. And now we're panicking. And then my best friend came up with a plan. She called her friend. And it was just a whole plan. The friend came. And then we managed to escape. But my question is, what about those other girls that were there hysterically crying? So yeah, I think I was about to be a prostitute of some sort, or I was about to be sold to some man.
man.
But yeah, we live and we learn.
Hey, you
Nah,
live
that was
in
a crazy-
guys. Hey man, while we're
Yeah.
still on that note, I want to know with the experience stories we've like
Yeah.
speaking about.
Yeah.
What type of guy into it?
Me? What type of guy am I into? Why are we asking? Why am I answering this question?
I just want to know because
Like,
last time
when
it was
you-
that story that I
Okay,
won't go back
yeah.
to, and then the other one, and then this one. I'm like, dang, you
I don't-
always have different experience.
I don't have a
then.
type.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't have a type.
I don't have a type.
It's just
if
like-
I fuck with you, I fuck with you.
Oh,
I
Fire.
don't literally. If we're to put like guys I've talked to in a room, none of them are the same. None of
Okay.
them physically, like mentally, emotionally. I don't have a type.
And
If
you-
I connect
you-
with someone, I connect with them.
You
Yeah.
seem nonchalant, but guys, do you?
Do I seem nonchalant?
Yeah.
She said that you love.
Like for real.
Like I'm not. I'm actually the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm very
But you
in
could tell.
touch.
Oh, man.
I'm a softie. I'm not nonchalant.
Guys, have you ever wondered who's behind the UWC Confessions page?
I think it's a group of people. It can't be one person.
Me, I
It
think it's
cannot be one person.
I think it's one person.
Let's get him all this information.
I mean, okay. I mean, I believe it's someone who's well known like that, you know.
And
who's
someone
in
we
too
wouldn't
many
expect,
circles.
ne? I feel like it's someone we wouldn't expect. But I've
Could be
requested,
anyone.
like, I want to be on there so much.
Yeah. What
I want to be on there so bad. But I think that's my biggest fear is, like, having a
What?
story on the Does anyone have a story on the Confessions?
I
That you
don't-
know
I
it's
don't-
about you.
No.
I don't. I've never dived deep. I don't
Me,
think so.
I'm
You don't
there.
think
I
so?
go
Yeah.
read just in case.
You have a story?
I don't have a story.
Oh,
don't?
okay. You just read.
I just read.
Okay.
But I know a person who's had a story.
Yeah, I also know
Who's
a person
that?
who's had a story.
Two people actually.
Who are those people?
One of them was here in the scene last week. Last week, one of the hands that was here last week. No, the week before.
Yeah.
Was it the week before last or last week? It was the week before. You probably met her. So she was
Oh,
there
know her.
with. It was also a thingy. She was actually with the guy for apparently they both are cheating each other. They are swingers in their relationship, allegedly, from
Okay.
UWC Confessions. And I heard this other lady that was acquainted with me. They say she's querying niggas, and I didn't have any proof of that. So we're gonna move it from that. I don't want to delve in too much about that.
I think I would deregister if I ever found myself on Confessions.
Yeah.
I don't, I would deregister from
Deregister is too much.
Honestly. Mm-mm.
Nah.
But
What-
then, I mean, I would
It's just
want to
an
maybe
Instagram
if they would
page.
write it as this, the guy from the podcast, done.
No, I would be scared. My name and surname.
Okay.
That's
that's
a bit
too much.
much.
That's
Yeah,
too much, that's
but
too
then
much.
just to wrap up the show, we're just gonna be saying goodbye by telling y'all this fun fact, right? A 17-year-old designed the U.S. flag. A 17-year-old student, Robert Heft, designed the American flag as we know it today as for a school project. Cabang.
A 17-year-old. But I think the younger people are more creative and talented than older people.
Okay.
Man, you don't give
Hey,
a fuck
man.
about the US.
Yeah,
You're so real for that.
it's so
He's
real.
so-
But I'm just saying,
Don't
it's
give
a
a
fun
fuck.
fact. That's what our producer gave us.
Wait. Okay, who wrote our
Our flag. Let me go to ChatGPT.
But you know the American one.
No,
This
it was
nigga-
on content. Why would I
this nigga, bro.
care? Okay, let me
You don't
see.
care about
Who
Trump.
wrote the who drew the South African flag?
I think it's Enoch something.
No, he wrote the anthem. Enoch Sonjanga.
Enoch.
I didn't even know that.
Enoch Sonjanga wrote the.
The
Oh yeah.
anthem.
So who think it the
It was
the flag?
Frederick G. Brownell.
Sounds like a white person.
Brownell. Yes, it's Frederick G. Brownell. You get what I'm saying? Anglas negama like. But yo, it was a good episode, a short one. And from Inkosana Kumetenu Kubane Kungizbiza Ukuman, it is Mandla _Game Love on air in your ears right here on Friday_up_fact. And make sure you stay tuned and catch us on all social media platforms. We go by that handle Lanage, go YouTube, where it is Grandpa the Painkiller with no spaces. Check Rap Battle Royal. It's coming up soon. It's a new show that we're introducing into the segment. And also, please do support our friend at VIB Bookshop. We'll have the live read on. Please support our friends at VIB Bookshop CC at UWC Student Center. Services offered are prescribed textbooks, secondhand books, book beading, laminating, scanning, printing black and white or color, stationery, gift and greeting cards, flash drives, laptop or PCs and accessories, ID photos, black or white or color for 40 Rand for 6, calculators, photocopying, and more. Do check us on all social media platforms. They go by VIP_bookshop CC, and you can call them on 0219593343, fix them on 0219592730, or send an email at vibbookshop@gmail.com.
Oh, must we?
Oh, peace and love. I forgot
bye.
peace and love. Peace and love. Hey, man. It was like I need to cut the outro after the outro.
Yeah.